This is Bruce Boudreau, and it's time for Clay's Canucks commentary live. Let's go with Clay right now.
Hey Canucks fans, and welcome to Clay's Canucks Commentary Live, presented to you by Van City Experts Real Estate. I am Canuck Clay Emo, and this is my Canucks take, all in one take for Tuesday, April the 18th. If you're new, here's what you should do. Hit the subscribe button now for daily Canucks insight that's positive, timely, and trustworthy. Is it really my Canucks take all in one take now? Or, well, I guess it's the Abbotsford Canucks tomorrow, which is good, but it's more like my NHL take, all in one take, but that doesn't flow as well. Moderators, thank you in advance. Do what you got to do. Members, that's Legends, Hall of Fame, and franchise members, thanks for your support as always. And everyone else, no matter where you're watching from, whether you're in my beautiful neighborhood of Steveston and Richmond, in the city, in the Lower Mainland, in the province, country, continent, or around the world, thank you for being here. You know that I don't take you for granted. You know that you could be doing anything else, watching anyone else. You know that I know that you could be getting ready for work, school, or bed, or all three. But the fact that you are here with me, I always appreciate you, and I never take you for granted. So as we get going, subscribe so you can get active in the chat section, and so you get my videos every single day. Like the video, 30 of you in here. We're at 11 likes, so not bad. Let's get that up to 15 or 20. That would be amazing. You can leave a donation, get the donation train out of the station. You can become a member. You can upgrade your membership. You can gift memberships, but most importantly, get active in the chat section for sure. If you're listening on a podcast platform, make sure you rate and review as well. Tonight is my shorter night, or at least I have to cut it off at after 40 minutes, as I have to get ready to go to church. Go to church from midnight to 1 as always. So I'm going to talk very quickly about some of the games. Then I will remind you about my pool, and then I will really turn it over to you and get your impressions. I'm not sure if we're going to be doing Ask Me Anything, but we'll kind of see how it goes. But I want to give a shout out. I'm not sure if he's here just yet. I want to give a shout out and some love to Fillmore Wax. Fillmore Wax we know him. He works at some San Jose Sharks games. He's often in here in the chat. I'm not sure if he's here just yet. He lives in San Jose. He was born in, I think he telling me he was born somewhere else in Canada. Then he went to the same elementary school as me. He's 4 years younger than me. Then he moved away, and he's been in San Jose for the last 30 years or so. But then he's here on vacation for a week, and he came all the way down from Surrey, where I believe he's staying, came down to watch me bowl tonight. And thankfully, he didn't see my two crappy games. He saw my two good games. So Fillmore Wax is here. I want to give some love to Fillmore because he came all the way down from Surrey. He hung out with me and my bowling pals for an hour. So let's give him some love. That cheer is for you, Fillmore. And yeah, he hung out for an hour. We caught up. We talked about the Canucks. Actually, barely. We talked about life. We have a lot of mutual friends. He got to meet Sean. He got to meet Jacob. So it was pretty cool that Fillmore took the time from all the way. I get it. When you're on vacation, you have limited time. And Fillmore was telling me how busy he's going to be. He has to see this person. He's got to see that person. Got to check up on them, blah, blah, blah. But for him to come down and spend some time with me and with Jacob and Sean, I appreciate it. I appreciate him. And he's standing across from Canada Place right now. That's awesome. And Fillmore, you can, we took a picture, we hung out, and you can put your impressions on my bowling game if you want in the chat, but that is up to you. But yes, much love to Fillmore for coming down and spending some time today. So thank you. Okay, guys, let me talk about, I submitted our bracket that we chose. And you guys were right. They only wanted, I think it was Erwin who told me last night that they only wanted number of games for the first round. So I put in remember, this is what we voted on. Colorado in 6, Dallas in 7, Vegas in 6. That might not be so good. Edmonton in 7, Boston in 5, Toronto in 7, yikes, Carolina in 6, Rangers in 6. And then they didn't ask for games after that, but then I have Colorado beating Edmonton beating Colorado. Start again. Colorado beating Dallas, Edmonton beating Vegas, and then Boston beating Toronto, Rangers beating Carolina. Conference finals, we had as a community, Edmonton beating Colorado, Boston beating the Rangers, and we have Boston over Edmonton in the final. So I don't know if you can see it. That's my chicken scratch, but that's what you guys have told me. You probably couldn't see that, but that is now in NHL.com as part of the bracket challenge. So thank you. Now, actually, I'm going to talk about my pool now. You have one more day to enter. Actually, let me check how many entries we had. Last year we had 55, and that was my most ever. By the way, if anyone entered my basketball one, I will send out a summary in the next couple of days. So for basketball one, we got 22 or 24 actually, because including mine and Sean. So that's pretty good. That's the most we've ever had. And for the playoff one, we are already at 45 responses, and we still have tomorrow to go. So I'm going to put it in the chat one more time. If you want to join my playoff pool, it is right here. I'll make it a clickable link this time. I think I messed up yesterday. So hopefully that works. Did it work? Did I actually put anything in? I'm trying clicking on it to make sure it works. Yes, it does work. So you have, I'll pin it as well. So if you want to join my pool, there's no pressure at all. It's only $15 though. Last year, the winner won $500. So the deadline is tomorrow at 4 p.m. if you want to join. So here's the trick though. I give everyone until tomorrow after game ones are done. And I think Justin hinted at this earlier. Don't get too caught up in what happened in game. Well, you can do whatever you want. If you think that if you want to go on today's results, that's fine. Oh yeah, Fillmore did get to see did get to see me do one strike, but he also saw me make some bad shots as well. So thank you, Fillmore. But it was good. Actually, like I said, I bowled better when he was there. So it's up to you if you want to really put a lot of stock into what you saw in the first round, in the first game. So tonight, no close games, no games decided by one goal. You had the Rangers blow out the Devils 5-1, and our community picked the Rangers over the Devils. Devils got a lot of exciting players, but the Rangers have the experienced guys like Kreider, Kane, Tarasenko, those type of guys. So, and those guys certainly made a big difference tonight. So 5-1 for the Rangers. Then Tampa, Toronto. You know, I'm not a Toronto Maple Leafs hater, but it just crazy. Toronto finished 18 points higher than Tampa in the standings. And then after that horrible start, Tampa scores a minute and 20 in. And then Tampa also scores in the last 4 seconds in the first period, in the last second in the second period. Those are backbreakers. Then a failed challenge. So yeah, that was, these are all going to be long series. So I'm not sitting here and saying Tampa's way better than Toronto, but tonight they were. Then the Jets, I did not see this coming. I want the Jets to beat Vegas. I didn't think they would handle them so easily. 5-1. That is pretty crazy. And then you have Seattle in their first ever playoff game taking out the defending Stanley Cup champions 3-1. So I'm going to get your impressions in a couple minutes. And then yesterday, don't forget, we had a bunch of games as well. So today it was the Rangers, the Lightning, the Jets, and the Kraken that won. So I'd say I just realized that all four favorites lost today. All four home teams lost today. And yesterday, 2 of the 4 home teams lost. Yesterday, the Hurricanes and Bruins did win, but the 2 Western Conference teams, Wild and Kings. So in all 4 Western Conference series, the favorite is down 1-0. They've basically lost home ice advantage and then 2 each in the East. So I want to really get your impressions on the playoffs so far. Again, I get it. It's only been 1 game. So no one is going to crown a Stanley Cup champion after 1 game. Oh, only 13 points? Oh, yeah, 111 to 98, right? My math is bad. So 13 points is still a lot. Thank you for that that correction, Ricky. 13 points makes a lot of sense. So I want to get to your comments right away, actually. So let me do my mid-show sponsor read, and then we'll get to your Canucks and hockey-related questions. And I'm happy to talk about. I didn't watch all the games. I had my bowling night, of course, as I've mentioned already 8 times. But I'm happy to entertain your questions and your comments about the NHL playoffs so far. Shout out to my primary sponsor, Van City Experts Real Estate. Contact Jason Lim and his team for all of your real estate needs. Shout out to my secondary sponsor, Perform and Transform, personal training and weight loss. See their services at ptform.com. Thank you to Gassy Jack Art, maker of this fine artwork. Thank you to Monkey Nine Brewing, my eternal sponsor. And thank you to Vessi Footwear. Use the URL, tinyurl.com/VessiClay, and then get free pair of socks off your next Vessi purchase. So thanks to all of my sponsors. Also, a mid-show reminder to you to subscribe, to like the video, to leave a donation. Get that donation train out of the station, and you can gift memberships, become a member, upgrade your membership. And good timing, Jason. Jason just logged in just in time to hear me mention his name. And then, like I said, if you're listening on a podcast platform, make sure you rate and review. So I'm going to highlight some of your comments and questions now. Let's go hockey-related questions first, and I'll put that on the banner. And then, actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm not only going to put that on the banner, but I'm also going to, I know it's the pinned comment right now, but I also want, I want to make sure that everyone has a chance to enter the hockey pool. So give me a second. I'm going to type this in as well. Hockey. And remember, the hockey pool entries are due tomorrow. Okay, there we go. Let's try that. Save. Boom. Oh yeah, that looks good. Let's get to your comments. Jason, lots of players seem to be getting knocked out of the playoffs or games literally. Yeah, it's been rough. It's been a rough start for sure. Tampa injuries, Hedman, Chernick, and who's Esemont? I don't even know who that is. I knew that Hedman left after the first period. I saw that Chernick got hit by Bunting. Interesting. The penalty to Bunting was not right. You could easily see they didn't even hit Chernick's head. I have to take your word for it. I haven't watched it yet. Oh, I missed one. What are your thoughts on Morgan Barron's injury? I haven't even seen it yet. I don't even know who Morgan Barron is. So I'll have to look that up, Harry. Sorry. When Alvin said changes are coming, what changes do you see those being? Third line center, for sure. Third line center, and maybe giving some young guys more chances. Bunting has a hearing scheduled with the NHL tomorrow. I hope Chernak is okay. Also, Tampa needs Hedman back in the series. He left the game in the second period. Thank you, Ricky. Thought of something, but when you've been stopping the show for podcasts, when you've done the games on Sunday, and also when we are doing stuff that the podcasts do not need to hear. Oh, yes, Shannon, I edit that part out. Thank you for asking. I edit the games out on the Sunday shows. Good question. Justin says there was an elbow, in my opinion, but it was close. The Maple Tears, says Cheshire Cat. I'll try and read. The reason why Chernak was hurt was literally whiplash from going down so fast on the ice. Yeah, I don't know. I've only seen it once. Cheshire Cat, Leafs fans are so annoying. Not all. That's a broad brush. Fangirl says Carol hype because Carol uses her membership message. Hi, Clay. Hi there. I just want to ask you, do you have to put down what team you think is going to win to enter in this hockey pool? Carol, this hockey pool, I've explained it a couple times on here. You might not have seen it. Basically, for each of the 16 teams, you give them a point total. Vegas, 16. Toronto, 15. Tampa, 14. All the way down to 1. So every team gets a point total from 1 through 16. You can only use each number once. And then every time that team wins a series, you get that number of points. Most number of points at the end of the playoffs win. So if you click on the link, it's all there. You just got to fill out. You have to fill out kind of every space that's given there. Leafs pulling a typical Leafs. It's only been one game. Love you too, Cheshire Cat. Thank you. The turning point in the Leafs game was their slow start down 3-0. Their response after making it 3-2, the 5-minute match penalty bunting, and Keith challenging the fifth Bolts goal. Yeah, I can see why he did it though, because you if you're right, it's 4-2. If you're wrong, yeah, you could argue the game's already out of hand. Barron is a player from the Jets. He was wearing a shield during the game when he was scrambling the puck. He fell on Brassard's skate. That's scary. Thank you. I don't know if I want to look that up now. Thank you for that, Harry. I have a suggestion. If you do a pre-recorded Canucks After Dark, make it a premiere so that you and Parker can still interact with the community in chat. Thank you, Fangirl. Yes, we've talked about doing pre-records before. Appreciate that. Although if we don't make it a premiere, then we don't have to be there. But I hear what you're saying. From an interaction standpoint, it's much better. Bieber going to be upset if his team doesn't move past the first round. I don't know how you come out like that if you're the Leafs. Yeah, maybe there's a bit of jitters there. Taylor hopes they turn things around. Tampa is favored the underdog in the series. Do you agree with that? Tampa is favored the underdog. William, you said two. You said two contrasting things. From a home ice advantage, 13 points lower, better regular season. They are the underdog, but they also have a lot of playoff experience. Carol, you need to click on the link that I posted, and all the instructions are there, but you have to fill out it's a Google form, Carol. So it's not a bracket pool. You have to basically fill out everywhere where there is a number. So if you click on the link, check it out. And if you have any questions, you can text me tomorrow, and I'll do my best to get back to you. Leafs don't even have goaltending. What would I like to see differently next season for the Canucks? Demko to be healthy, better defensive play, better penalty killing. Impressed by Winnipeg's road game, as textbooks as it gets, and props to Seattle. I still think Colorado comes back. I sure hope so. Who's under more pressure, McDavid or Matthews? That's a good question. They're both down 0-1. That's a really good question. I could make an argument for either way. McDavid, Edmonton was so good on a hot streak coming in the playoffs and are the favorites. One of the favorites come out of the West. Toronto, there's always a lot of pressure. So I could see both players being under equal amount of pressure. I think the Leafs do grip their hockey sticks a little bit, for sure, Fangirl. Tampa are the underdogs in the series. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. Yes, I agree with you because of where they finish in the regular season standings. Thoughts on Emily Castonguay being rumored to get interviews for president of operation roles for the Flyers? Peter, I did not hear that. I did not hear that rumor, so thank you for that. I think it's a great opportunity for her, and I'm sure everyone will be happy for her except Rachel Dory. Leafs need a strong start next game. If they don't play smart next game, this could be a quick series. They're running on goaltending options. Yeah. Imagine, if you're down 2-0 going back to Tampa, it's not a guarantee, obviously. We've seen teams come down 2-0. But when you're down 2-0 going away, that's a lot tougher, for sure. John Cooper is a very good coach. What would be your case for Petey to be captain versus Quinn? Yeah, I think Petey is more of a difference maker, although Quinn Hughes is awesome. Don't get me wrong. I think Petey would fall in the tradition of Swedes. Not that that's important. There's been obviously Naslund and Henrik. Haven't had an American captain. Not that that makes a difference because the other guys were Linden and Smeal and Luongo and Horvat. But my case earlier was Petey's getting more confident. He's undeniably one of the leaders on the ice. But as I've seen Quinn in the last few weeks, I could make an argument for Quinn as well. So either one. What are the Canucks missing to be a true contender? Probably 2 or 3 more better forwards, 2 better defensemen, for sure. Go Kraken, says Jay. If the Canucks had Yzerman as GM, do you think you'd find a way to fix the cap situation and get this team to be a competitive playoff team? Peter, logical, conventional thinking would say yes, but I also think it's a lot tougher to unravel the cap than we might think. I think it's a lot harder than. Yeah, I think it's very hard. Hey Dom, what similarities do PD and Naslund have play wise? I'd say they're patient, they're smart. The game slows down for them because they are so smart. They both have good wrist shots. Naslund had an awesome wrist shot, and of course, they're both coming from Sweden. Kraken frustrated McKinnon all night and closed in on him effectively, but I also think he comes back strong. Grubauer had a stellar revenge game. Good. That's excellent analysis. Thank you. Now that the Caps have fired their coach, do you see them hiring Boudreau again? If they do, then I'll definitely go to the arena and honor Boudreau when the Caps come here. I don't think Boudreau gets another head coaching job. It's getting old too. Canucks could have Tovin instead of Kravtsov. Yeah, we can play that game for a lot of guys for sure. Oh, you're saying for a trade? I did not know that. I did not know that he was offered. Yeah, Shannon, their stick does. Every hockey stick has called a flex. Some have a very strong flex, meaning it really bends and whips, and other times you have a less flex, so it's stiffer. The good players they all have their own kind of flex level that they're used to and they're comfortable with, and you often hear players trying different flexes and trying to do different things with their shots. But you're right, Shannon. Their stick does bend, especially if you watch it in slow motion. Do I think they'll actually try to get Gavrikov? I don't know. I don't even know how much he makes or how much he would want to make. I really don't know. Out of any player in the NHL that could possibly be free, who would you add? I don't know who the UFAs are for next season. Like a guy like Jonathan Taves is going to be too expensive. I'd have to think about this one, Taylor. I don't know who a lot of the UFAs are, but I'm open to suggestions for sure. Can you ask Alvin why he said the Canucks are 6 games away from a playoff spot? Patrick, can you explain why you're 6 games away from a playoff spot or why you said that? Okay, so 12 points, I guess, out of a playoff spot. Is that what you're saying? Random comments are fine, Jay. Did the OEL trade mess up our cap situation? A lot more than betting thought. Well, it didn't help, that's for sure. And we definitely need that 9th overall pick. Yes, Gunther is good. Tovinen is bought out. Gavrikov or Graves? Which Graves? What changes do you feel that the Flames need to make next year after what happened to them this year? They fired their GM. Yeah, I think they need more offense. They need more offense, quite frankly. And Markstrom has to have a better season for sure. Will the Leafs and Oilers rebound? There's a good chance. It's only been 1 game. Thoughts on Tree Living being fired as GM of the Flames? The Flames need to complete the transformation of the Bubble Canucks and hire Jim Benning now. Yeah, wishful thinking, but I'm not surprised given I think their season was even more disappointing than the Canucks. I think more people had them, especially after the losing Gaudreau, Tkachuk, getting Uyghur, getting Kadri, getting Huberdeau. I think they still had high hopes for sure. No, hockey sticks aren't wooden anymore. They used to be, Shannon. I did not know that Huberdeau had the biggest drop-off in history. That is crazy. That is crazy. Alvin said there's no plans for buyouts. Who do you think is the closest to being traded? I still think one of Garland, Besser, or Beauvillier will be traded. And I think Garland is the safest of the 3. So it could be Beauvillier or Brock. I could see OEL. It depends what you mean by bounce back. Peter, I can see him having a better season, but I don't think he's going to be like amazing. But I think he's going to have less responsibility now that we have Hughes and Hronik. Ross Colton. Okay. Yeah, I think Gavrikov could fit in. Is he a Dan Milston client as well? Could Alvin sign more players from Sweden? Yeah, he could. I think he can do anything. Then how do they flex the sticks? What do you mean? Because they're so strong and the sticks are meant to be a little bit whippy. I might not be answering your question properly. Elise Miller didn't put up a season like Huberdeau, despite a down year. He still put up 82. Still more than Horvat. I'll tell you that for free. Yeah, a lot of people like to tell me stuff for free. Shannon, don't worry. I don't think anyone was upset. These are Canucks and hockey questions only. It doesn't have to be about a team. And I don't think you should worry about... I don't see anyone get upset unless I missed something. But I wouldn't worry about it. I wouldn't worry about Shannon. Canucks are eyeing Barbashev. Keep hearing his name out there more and more. He's also a Milstein guy. Why don't we just get all of Dan Milstein's clients all on one team? Do I think Pearson can potentially come back next year? The way he's talking, the way his body language was, I don't think so. I don't think so. I miss the playoff times in Vancouver. Me too. That's when everyone is involved or starts watching and caring about the team. I know, and this channel would do so much better too. Barbashev has been rumored to Vancouver. Milstein is Gavrikov's agent. Thank you. Hello, Jack. Nice to see you. Lots been going on. The playoffs started. Nice to see you. Taylor will get tickets for sure if the Canucks make the playoffs. I think a lot of people want to, for sure. When did this fall? I got to get better stickers on this thing. The Vancouver Milsteins for the Cup. How will the Canucks do in the playoffs? I think it matters who they're matched up against, for sure. But yeah, I can't wait to see. We saw how good like Petey and Hughes were in the bubble. I would love to see them in the playoffs for sure. Yeah, the NCAA players, it'd be interesting because I don't know how many more spots, how many more guys the Canucks need. Yeah, we should just buy like one whole section for the CCC. I predicted top 3 for the Canucks this year. That didn't work out so well. I think they can get a wildcard spot. I really do. Hey, Patrick, what shampoo do you use? He said he doesn't use any because he has no hair. Tampa 7, all right. No, Rosero, unfortunately, the timing, it sucks. Wednesday, I have something. Friday or Sunday, I actually could make it happen. Okay. I think we're on to something. Is it a best of 3 only? So does that mean Sunday might not even happen? Rosero or someone who knows, tell me if it's a best of 3. Because I keep seeing Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. Or do they go, right? All 3 games are in Abbotsford. How does the HL playoff work? What happened to a Canucks playoff game went to multiple overtimes and overlap with CCC. I think, one of 2 things. Either wait and I don't stream until it's over, or I move everything over into my TV room and I'll do a live play-by-play. So, obviously Steve Dangle does it. Hot Take Hockey does it. Lego Rocks does it. I think it's good. Those are really good and easy ways to get subscribers because they do a good job. They're entertaining. They do their own play-by-play, their own commentary. I wish I could have the time and energy to stream for 4 hours a night, for 3 hours a night against about a team that I don't even really care about. I think it's good that those guys do it and they have good following. So 0% envious, 0% jealous, 100% give them all the respect, all the props. I think maybe when my course is done, this particular course, I have most of May off. I might try a couple if I have an off night because my bowling will be done too. So I might try a couple of those watch alongs. So let me know. Let me know in the chat if you would come to a stream where I'm doing like a watch along or obviously I can't stream the game because of copyright, but if I do a bit of play by play or just answer questions while we watch the game together. Flames lost. Key guys, chemistry, Goudreau and Kachuk got Huberdeau and Uyghur, not used to Western Conference style. Very good. Great point. Yeah, best of 3. Okay, so if one team wins 2 straight, there won't even be a Sunday game because Sunday might be the best game for me to get to. Although I could try for Friday. Okay, I got to think about this. Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm surprised that 6 of the road teams won. Yeah, I am surprised, Erwin. Thanks, Jay. Best of 3, they're on Abby. Yeah. Live CCC from Rogers Arena. Why did players leave? Goudreau left as a free agent. Kachuk asked for a trade. Yeah, I think Calgary's a decent city, but there's stigma of playing in Canada. And I don't think Kachuk felt the team at his back, quite frankly. When they talk about a practice facility, isn't the facility in Rogers Arena available? Yeah, but they're sometimes you get booted out for if they're setting up for a concert or a trade show or something. So a dedicated practice facility, a lot of places have that are separate from their actual, quote, home arena. Why can't the Leafs get over the hump? I don't know. It used to be bad goaltending. It used to be bad defense. So we'll see. We'll see. Yes, Erwin said what I just said. Multi-purpose. Okay, so some love for the watch-along idea. Good. Yeah, I think I should try a couple. Be excited for next season, though. I'll be able to watch more games. Good. Last 8 minutes. Let's wind down the hockey questions, and let's get to Ask Me Anything. We did a pretty good job with the hockey questions. But let's move to 8 minutes of Ask Me Anything. I hope Carol's still here. I hope we didn't make her mad, or not we. I hope I didn't make her mad with my response about the pool, but hopefully if she does click on the link that she's able to follow it through. But I can text her tomorrow for sure. Okay, friends, ask me anything. Non-hockey, non-Canucks related things. Non-playoff. Who has the better theme and entrance, Cody Rhodes or Roman? I think Cody Rhodes is good. I like Roman's but then it's kind of slow actually. It takes a while to get going. So I like Cody Rhodes. One thing about Peru, I've never been there, but really it's to watch Jacob Bull. Hopefully we'll be able to do some sightseeing stuff, but our main intention is to be there for Jacob. Yeah, could see it from a mile away, Justin. I've always liked Trish Stratus. I think she's beautiful. I think she's very talented, but she's not really good on the mic. And so I think they should try and keep her off the mic actually, and try and build it in other ways. But it's a decent storyline for sure. Top 3 favorite desserts. Not a big dessert guy, but I love fudgicles. No, I love Jell-O. I love fudgicles, and I like ice cream. Favorite pop besides pop. I think you meant favorite pop besides Pepsi. So I can't say Coke. I guess that's cheating. That's the same thing. So what's my favorite non-cola pop? Ooh, if I didn't have a Pepsi, I'd go Coke. If I wasn't allowed to have Coke, oh gosh, nothing else really appeals to me. I think I'm pretty boring. I'd go with this Shirley Temple, which is a Sprite, orange juice, and grenadine combination. No, likely fangirl. There'll be a layover in Cancun or in Mexico City. What do you notice that's with Jacob that's different in terms of his bowling ability and his mindset heading to Peru compared to how he was in Sweden? Peter, excellent question. He's a year older, a year more mature. He's actually changed one physical part of his game, and he's had 3 or 4 perfect games since then. So I just think he now, and we're going to tag his bowling ball so we don't lose him. I just think he's a lot more confident, and he's 1 year older, more mature, can make adjustments a lot better. Excellent question, Peter. Excellent question. Wings or nachos? Wings. I forgot to ask you, you read my messages on Facebook. Everything I talked about tonight was what I wrote last year. Oh, I'll have to go back to that another time. Okay, I will check that later. Thank you. Yes, not bubbly. You know me very well. Well, Carol, I want to give some love to Carol, first and foremost. So thank you, Carol. I don't want you to have to pay to ask this question. So let's give some love to Carol. Carol, the hockey pool, I'm going to put it in the chat once again, but it's if you look, it's actually click on this link that I'm going to type right now. So Carol, click on this link, and then all the instructions are there. Okay? So I just typed it in again, Carol. Click on that link, and then all the instructions are there. You basically have to fill out every slot that's there, but it's explained very well. Thank you for the donation, Carol. Favorite songs? Like a lot of gospel, a lot of 90s R&B, like Bust a Move by Young MC. I haven't checked yet, Justin. I wait till the deadline, but I know, yes, I think a couple people do 2 entries just to hedge their bets a little bit. Do you answer texts and phone calls right after work? I'm usually tired and take time to rest when I'm home, then I respond. Yeah, a lot of my phone calls and texts, I don't get a lot of phone calls. A lot of my texts, though, are work related. So I'm usually, I'm pretty good about responding, except like Justin and I were texting earlier and I wasn't that fast tonight because I was bowling. So it really depends what I'm doing. I'm trying not to, some people say they like how I'm so accessible and how I respond right away. Others they've told me that shows that I'm too connected to my phone. So can't please anyone. No, I'm pretty good about responding to messages. Would I go to Jerusalem and see the sites Jesus went to? Yes, I would love to go there. It's not the top of my list, but I would love to go there. Crunchy peanut butter or smooth? I'm like smooth. I'm smooth. Yeah, the NBA pool, playoff pool just started. We have 22 entries. I gotta summarize all the entries in the next couple days. You got it. I got to leave in 15 minutes, in 12 minutes. Since you're going to Peru, I got to perform with my instructor for Afro-Peruvian Cajon. Nice. That's pretty cool. Did I see Coach Rob's YouTube about my life? And then Coach Rob shows what I got. No, he sent me the link. I have not watched it yet, Shannon, but I will find time to watch it for sure. Have I ever encountered any animals besides birds? Yes. I got to go on an African safari back in 2008. So I encountered a lion, giraffes, elephants, rhino. It was pretty cool. Like, not encounter, like give them a hug, because then I wouldn't be streaming right now. But yes, I got to go on that safari and it was pretty cool. Okay, guys, 2 more minutes. Oh, Taylor, I must have missed it. I'm sorry, Taylor. I must have how did I miss this one? Yes, I've been to the Okanagan many, many times. We used to go every summer when I was little. So Kelowna, Scandia, and I've been to Kelowna recently for the kids' flag football and especially the kids' bowling at McCurdy Lanes. We've done Kelowna, we've done Penticton, we've done Osoyoos. Haven't done Kamloops for a stay. So yes, I have been to the Okanagan many, many times. Waterfalls is a good song. No, I do not want a pet reptile, but thank you for asking, Fangirl. Last minute, you guys, get your last questions in. I'll answer them rapid fire style, and then I will have to get going. If I missed your question, just type it in again. I usually don't. Oh, it was right after. Oh, you know why? I have a reason. I've missed 4 because I jumped to Carol's donation. Yes, I've been to Okanagan many times. How many pets? I've had 2 dogs. So 1 before Mickey and now Mickey. And I've had turtles before. Would I get a second dog? We've talked about it. And I think Mickey would figure it out after a little bit. We got to see Clay do the Cody Rhodes entrance, the emo nightmare. YouTube has more than one royal family. That's how it would start. And if you have no clue what I'm talking about, don't worry about it. Last question. If you had to move to a different place than what you're in now, what would you buy? I would love to have a house that had its own property. So we're part of a strata complex, but only 12 units, and they're detached townhomes, and we're in the corner unit. So we have the biggest unit, and we were able to play basketball and hockey, and so we have decent space. But we've always wanted our own place. But in Richmond, it's very hard to buy a standalone house. So we're happy where we are right now. And JS, no, I think we're small dog type people, but we like dogs. We're not scared. But I think other people get scared when they come over. But Mickey doesn't scare anyone because he's a big wimp. Friends, thank you for joining me tonight. Tonight's the night where I do have to cut it off about now. So, moderators, thank you for your good work. Legendary Lucas Gates, Legendary Justin Credible, legendary Andrew Chang, thanks for your support, as always. Hall of Fame franchise members, thank you as well. And for all you guys for being here, I always appreciate you. I never take you for granted. Carol gives the donation tonight and uses her membership message. So I hope that Carol can figure out my hockey pool before the 4 p.m. deadline as well. For everyone else, tinyurl.com/CCC 2023 pool. If you want to join, no exceptions. Your entry and your money has to be into me by 4 p.m. And if you want to just do it for fun, go ahead, do it for fun. Don't pay. And then just type in the comments, doing it for fun, because there's a comment box at the very bottom. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for being here. On your way out, subscribe, like the video, leave a donation, become a member, upgrade your membership or gift a membership. Thank you to my sponsors, Van City Experts Real Estate, Perform and Transform, Personal Training and Weight Loss. And if you're listening on a podcast platform, make sure you rate and review. I'll be back tomorrow night. We'll recap the Abbotsford Canucks game number 1 of their playoffs and back to game 2s now of the first 4 series. Should be a lot of fun. First round's awesome. There's always multiple games on every single night. Thanks everyone for being here. Hope you have a great night. I'm off to my church. As always, stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. And you know, not everyone thinks that Cleopatra was so beautiful. But that's how Julius Caesar. God bless, and go Canucks go. Booyah.